Hello and welcome to another My 1970s Stuff. In this video I'm looking at Blakes'7 Liberator. Now this was made by Corgi Juniors in the late 70s, and it was from the Blakes'7 television series which aired on the BBC from about 1978 to 1981, and it ran for 3 or 4 seasons, I believe it was, and it starred Gareth Thomas in the title role as Blake. So this was their spaceship called the Liberator. It was originally, I think, an alien vessel that they sort of found or commandeered, and it's quite a nice looking model. There was 2 versions that Corgi Juniors produced. There was this version and there was another version which I'll mention in a moment. But this was the one that I wanted because it looked more like the ship in the television series. And yeah, I eventually got it, and you can see this one has been played with. It's a little bit worse for wear. I was thinking of restoring this, which I might do. I'm not too sure. I generally don't restore my toys because that was kind of how I remember them. That's how I played with them. It's kind of a little memory there. But this one I quite fancy restoring and just touching up the paint a little bit and maybe rebuilding these little bits on the engines, because then I can just maybe build a little stand for it and possibly put it on the shelf along with a couple of other models that I've got there. But yeah, this one, it's all metal. It's got a sort of plastic cockpit at the top here and a plastic piece on the fuselage, and these little sort of engine inserts are plastic as well. This one keeps falling out because I remember when I was younger we used to kind of prize these out for some strange reason and sort of put things in here. I think one of the things we used to do was kind of get some sort of yellow and red paper, put it in here, and it kind of looked like it was on fire, or you know, it was kind of burning along or something like that. So consequently these have kind of gone a little bit weak. But I might restore it. It might be nice, I think, just to create a new little model of it like that, give it back its former glory. But if I have a little look on here, it says Corgi on the side there. If I turn it around, it's got copyright BBC 1977 on the side, and then it just says made in Great Britain. So I always thought it was a nice looking model. It doesn't do anything, hasn't got anything that opens or moves or anything like that, but I always thought it was a nice looking model, and I was quite pleased to get hold of it. But let me show you the other version that Corgi Juniors produced. So in the Corgi catalogues that they used to bring out every year, this was the one that I've just shown you. So this is model number E2, and as you can see there, it says Blakes'7 Liberator, copyright BBC Terry Nation 1977. But the second model that they produced was this one here. And this is model number E44 in the catalogue. It's called Starship Liberator, and you can see that it does look a lot different. So it's got a blue, silvery blue body and yellow cockpit with yellow engines, and that was the one that I could really just see in the toy shops everywhere I went. I wanted to get the white one and couldn't see it, and just ended up seeing this. And I think it might have been that not many people sort of bought this one because it didn't look authentic. It didn't look exactly as it did in the television series. So yeah, I never got that one, and I do remember that they used to sell it in a pack as well. I think they show that somewhere here. Yeah, they used to sell it in a pack along with the Corgi Juniors space shuttle, and I already had the space shuttle, so I wasn't going to buy this. And as I say, I wasn't going to buy the blue one anyway. But I can't remember if they actually sold it in a pack with the white Liberator or not. I only ever saw that on its own, so when I eventually did get it, I only ever saw it on its own. But yeah, quite a nice model. I do like it, and yeah, I think it might be good to restore that. But Blakes'7, as I remember reading a little bit about this a while ago, and one interesting fact that I read was that Terry Nation, who was the creator of Blakes'7 and also created the Daleks, he wanted to do a crossover between Doctor Who and Blakes'7, and I know that Gareth Thomas, who was good friends with Tom Baker, who was the current Doctor at the time, they were quite keen for the crossover to happen, but sadly it never did. So yeah, I don't quite know how I'd feel about that, you know, watching Daleks crop up in Blakes'7 or Cybermen in Blakes'7, and maybe characters like Avon and that appearing in in Doctor Who. So let me know your thoughts on that, whether you felt that would have been an interesting concept, or whether you would have preferred the universes just to stay separate as they were. But I think I did lose a little bit of interest after Blake left, because seasons 3 and 4 he wasn't in that, and that's when I kind of sort of decided, and no, I've got a bit bored with it. I'm not going to watch it anymore. And I think also at one point the Liberator did get destroyed. I did watch all of the seasons. They were showing them on television a few years back, and I can't quite remember now, but I know that the Liberator did get destroyed, and I think towards the end they had another ship. But I thought it was quite a nice looking ship. It was quite nicely designed. So yeah, I'm glad I got hold of that. Anyway, did you have one of these? Did you have the blue and yellow one? And did you have both? So let me know in the comments. And as I say, also whether you think I should restore this or not. And if I do, I might actually do a little video on that, although it won't be much. It'll just be touching up the paintwork. And what I did think for the engines, maybe I could put sort of like a little bit of wire through the end, because on the actual television series, the points on the end of the engines were quite sort of thin. And yeah, if I just kind of poke that through, create a little hole there, poke that through, paint it white, that might look quite nice. So that might be a little project, just to keep me busy at some point. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, click the like button and also subscribe, and I'll be uploading a lot more videos where I'll be showing you my 1970s stuff.